welcome back to episode 3 of the Valley Boys podcast. I'm joined here with 3 of my really good friends.
The boys.
I'll let them introduce themselves. My name is Big Boss, aka Andy.
I'm Chiga.
Go Ryan. And I'm Chicken or Chris, whatever. All right. So
what's
games?
good? Boys?
What's good with everybody? It's
Nah,
been a minute.
Yeah, it's true, man.
Been a long
how long has it been since we uploaded the last one?
It's
Like 2
like
months.
2-3 months.
Yeah.
Damn,
I'm gonna say
Good.
3 months.
Mhm.
it's been a
Yeah,
while,
it's
man.
been a little bit.
Yeah, it's been hectic. I mean, we kept on talking about doing it again, this one, and
But Ryan's always busy. Dude.
What?
yeah, man, honestly,
That wasn't me.
Bottom line is the content's back.
yeah, hell
It's
yeah.
back.
Mm-hmm.
We got some new stuff coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Took
New
a little
stuff.
hiatus. New intro, as you've
Christmas time.
Speaking of new
Presents.
stuff, new
Christmas
consoles.
New
seen.
console.
Yeah, that's
New
it.
consoles. You guys don't have a PS5 or Xbox One yet, huh?
Nope, not
Me
yet.
either. PC, huh?
No, I'm waiting for the next
Yeah,
Nintendo
pretty
console,
much.
dude.
What about
think-
Demon Souls? Not worth it?
Well, Demon Souls is worth it, I'd say. The only thing is that it's kind of unfair how it's just only PS5 exclusive right now.
Yeah,
I think eventually, maybe like within a year or two, they release it on PC.
hopefully.
Yeah.
You seen Demon Souls, Ryan?
A little bit. It's like what's that other game?
Dark Souls?
Dark Souls.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Dark Souls, Bloodborne.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Soulsborne
Maybe,
games.
maybe.
Yeah, those games are cool.
If I look more into it, I'll probably play it. But for now, no. I don't
No
think I'll be
consoles.
getting the PS5. No,
Yeah, not worth
Mhm.
it. Maybe with the Slims.
Mhm.
we'll see.
Plus, I mean, I think it'd be better to wait a little bit longer. Because, I mean, even then, we still have, I'd say, pretty much everything we do need, aside from like the upgrades for PC. But we'll talk about that later on. I'd say,
Yeah.
I think in the meantime, we kind of have a little bit of an advantage because we can wait for like the special edition consoles or something that could be, just a lot cooler or more customizable,
Or the cheaper Slims.
Or a
That's it.
black PS5.
Yeah, I've seen some
Yeah.
mock-ups to it and it looks pretty cool. I really
Well,
like
it's
the way
not
it
bad
looks.
either, though.
Yeah, they both look good. And that console looks good, man.
Dude, that thing's big, dude.
Yeah,
I seen
yeah.
photos of it next to like some big TVs, and man, that thing's like
Enormous.
has a big stature, dude.
I think design-wise, though, I feel like they did it on purpose because you can probably place the controller on top of the console without it kind of like tilting over.
I
And
haven't
then
even
same
thought
thing
about
with like the back of the console because it's kind of more tapered. You can leave your headphones on there just resting. So I think Sony like knew what they were doing with that whole design in order to do something like that.
that. Still looks a little weird to me, but I like it. I like it. It looks like some like weird art piece.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, but I mean later on, I mean it's bigger than the PS3, which is kind of crazy. Like I
Yeah,
still have mine, and it still blows my fucking mind how like big that fucking console was.
yeah, the fat boy.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, Jesus, man. Like, even now, like trying to carry it, thing's heavy as heck.
It's pretty chunky.
And I wonder if the PS5 has the same amount of weight. If anything, it's probably all plastic, huh?
Yeah,
Doesn't have any like hard
Um,
drives and stuff like that. Mostly SSDs.
yeah. Finally, they had the
Yeah,
upgrade.
yeah.
Didn't they make
fine.
it easier to clean?
Yeah, something about like taking out the
Good.
panels and you can just like pop it off easy. You don't even need tools anymore.
Damn.
hmm
That shit was a bitch.
Yeah, honestly, it sucked because you had to go like behind the console. Intentionally, they made it so that you had to take off the warranty stickers, and then from there, I mean, the cool little touch was like the square, circle, X, and
Oh yeah, I saw that.
triangle, like on the little like screws, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, like once you got in there, it was pretty easy. The only problem was like the fan was just too small for that PS4.
Dude, the PS4 is like a jet engine after you play games for 5 minutes, dude.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
That's bad.
Crazy. Well, on the bright side, at least I think the Xbox One had the external power supply, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Something like that. Yeah. I mean, I'd rather have the PS4 with a little bit of noise. You can just mute yourself in the meantime, but.
That too, yeah.
hmm
Just put a nice Noctua fan in there. That'd be a cool mod.
Like other than like the new consoles coming out, there's also I guess the new games that follow along with it. Like, what do you guys think of these new like next gen stuff? I guess
Next
would you
gen,
consider it next gen, or is there anything that like you guys are still like, it's still kind of looking like PS4, Xbox,
most of the
PS1?
games, I feel like they look like the nice like if you play PS4 or Xbox One X games on PC on max settings, but
Mhm.
Demon Souls is like that game looks fantastic. Like the textures, the assets, the models, the particle effects, everything about it is legit next gen. Even the ray tracing with like the new Spider-Man, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. What about you, Ryan, Chris?
Go Ryan. Let me look up mine.
I did see that the way they play the trailers for them, it seems like most of them are on PC, right? The trailers, because of
I
how
think
high their graphics are and stuff.
I
I don't
think
know. It's
some of
just
like the first demos were rendered on PCs.
yeah,
Mhm.
and it's just like then you buy the game and then it's like it's not the same.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get
It's a
you.
little
It's
bit
kind of like a
downgraded.
yeah.
definitely
But I
the frame
mean,
rate.
Yeah.
but I
Like
mean, it's getting there.
hmm
So I'm still debating,
Yeah.
but because I'm like yeah I'm like I don't think I'm gonna get another console just because I'm on computer and I have what pretty fucking good frames and such.
Yeah.
So there's like I don't need it, I don't want it, but I mean if something comes up on them, then probably.
The nice thing too is that you don't have to compromise. Where some games they look nice, but it's only 30 frames.
Yeah.
It's like,
hmm
switching between performance mode and the
And you
quality
see
mode.
the difference too.
Yeah, and resolution for sure.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
might not be much sometimes, but you can feel it.
Yeah.
The only game that I know so far that allows you to do some sort of performance stuff
Is
is the Spider-Man game because you can do, I
and the
think,
Tomb Raider one, no?
no, I'm saying like Spider-Man does like 4K at I think 30
30.
FPS
Yeah.
and then 60 FPS and you get like 1080p, which is still not bad, but
I
I
think
think
it's sorry, not to interrupt. I think it's like 1440p, not
mhm.
1080p. I don't think they run 1080p anymore.
Yeah, right, something like that.
Yeah. They turn off the ray tracing on the performance mode though, and like you could tell on like
hmm
doors and like the reflections of cars, you can definitely tell there.
they've done a lot of like a lot of stuff with that game. Like one of the things was that I think it's just like the movie when like Miles kind of swings around.
Oh, they
Yeah.
drop his
I think
frame
he
rate. Yeah,
yeah, which is like super cool. Like that's one of the few times where it's
above
like
his.
yeah,
But
like you
but I get
understand the
it. I
frame
get it.
drop
Yeah,
and it's like it looks fucking cool. Like I like that. It's a nice little touch to it.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, does like Modern Warfare allow that? Does Demon Souls allow that? Like you can't. There's really no other performance like stuff that you can tweak in consoles yet, right? Aside from like gamma and brightness.
In Demon Souls, you could do 1440p 60 or 4K
hmm
30. And when I saw like a breakdown at Digital Foundry, which they do like a really in-depth tech breakdown, the graphics don't really suffer that much. You still have like some nice tessellated textures and all that, but the performance mode definitely doesn't look as like clean.
hmm
Textures from further away are more blurry. And then with like old games from like PS4, you could do 120 on like Battlefield 1, and I think like on Modern Warfare, you could do 120 hertz. Not
Mm.
4K.
hmm
I think it does 4K 60, but I think you do 1440, 120. It's pretty
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, that's actually really great. I mean, especially for like console stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like it's not you don't have to spend an exorbitant amount anymore for like a PC to play older games anymore,
Yeah.
which is good. Hopefully though, they do continue supporting the servers, for those games.
Yeah, hopefully.
But yeah, I mean, speaking of new consoles too, I mean, right now it's what December. We got about 5 days, right, until Cyberpunk 2077 comes out.
Oh yeah.
Really, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
I
delayed so
forgot
much.
too.
I'm like,
Yeah.
it's probably coming out next year.
Yeah.
it's crazy. I mean, how many delays have we gotten already? Like what, 4?
I think, yeah, 3 or 4.
3 or 4. Damn. I mean, to be honest, if there's one company that it doesn't worry me with delays, it's CD Projekt Red. because I mean even like I mean I'm not gonna lie, the 15 minutes of The Witcher that I played,
Yeah.
that game is really fucking good. It looks really good. And it looks amazing, and you can tell they've done a great job. Like they're very detailed with their whole like world building stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean that game, damn dude, if it delivers, which I'm pretty sure it will, you know, or maybe that's
Yeah.
just me being optimistic. Dude, I'm probably gonna spend a lot of like hours into that game.
You bought
I
it?
love
Or
story-based
you
games.
pre-ordered it?
No, not yet. I'll see what's up because I want to see more videos about it to see like reviews,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna buy it. I've kind of gotten into the habit of kind of seeing what people are
Mhm.
saying and also getting my own type of opinion on the game before I buy it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't know, man. It's not that like I don't have the money to buy it pre-ordered already. I can. The thing is, like, do I really want to spend money on a game that I have no clue what's going on about? Because
Yeah.
like everybody's releasing games nowadays, but half the time are they even finished? You know,
Yeah.
it's always like some beta or so, like even Tarkov. You know, that's a great example. Like we've been playing Tarkov for like months already. You know, and that game's still in beta, and you know, a couple things here and there
Is
that
Fortnite
are kind of
still in
annoying.
beta?
I think so,
Honestly,
yeah.
I
Fortnite
still
is
think
in,
it is,
yeah.
which is crazy. It's just like a code word for saying like
We're gonna
well,
keep changing the game.
yeah. It's a tagline just saying like, you know what? Anything that pops out, like any problems, you guys can't blame us. This is just
Yeah.
a beta.
Mhm.
Beta. And it's like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, I guess. And then it kind of like makes you think like, okay, I can give them the benefit of the doubt. You know, it's not a full game yet.
Yeah.
But I mean,
True, very true.
hmm what do you guys think? I mean, what are your thoughts on Cyberpunk 2077, I meant to say.
Well, they're still doing a multiplayer counterpart for the game. That's the thing I'm most excited about. Because, like, the
Mhm.
actual lore and story, it's pretty interesting. Like, Cyberpunk on its own, even, like, without the game, like, the actual thing. I think it was, like, a book, like a role-playing book. That's pretty cool. But once the multiplayer gets added, like, that's going to be, like, a pretty, like, not next-gen, like, totally next-gen, but, like, pretty next-gen experience, but not, like, on, like, some crazy new level we haven't seen. Like, I'm expecting to see some, like, mid-tier like big map with like some nice graphics, but like it's about the story that you're gonna get that game for now. But once they
Yeah.
add the multiplayer counterpart, maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be like the next GTA minus like the
That's what I keep
microtransaction
thinking.
grinds. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I want. That's what I'd hope, but who knows? I don't think CD Projekt Red has done like many multiplayer games if they've done any. I'm not sure. I don't think they have,
They,
Mhm.
I don't know.
but it's gonna be cool to see that. Hopefully. It comes soon. Hopefully.
hmm I'd say, I mean, with that, I'm just hoping they don't pull a Rockstar and give
Yeah.
us this like entire like playground with what do you call it?
Like some fake ass buildings that you can't even
Yeah.
do
Oh
anything
my
with.
god, what am I? I lost Universal with some Universal Studios like backlot
Yeah.
like sets, you know, because like the whole thing is a facade with GTA where they're like, oh look at that building and everything, but you can't really go into every single building. It's only like a handful, and even some of the ones that like you know you could technically glitch into and like
Yeah.
find kind of exploits, like they're not really fully textured and there's nothing inside. So I don't know. I mean,
You want to go in every building?
well,
That'd be cool.
yeah, that would be
No,
great.
yeah, there's
Honestly,
nothing wrong with it. Yeah, that
Mhm.
would be like the ultimate thing.
That'd be crazy. But damn, I mean,
Is
I keep on. Go ahead.
PUBG like that when you get to loot buildings?
Yeah, every building is
Yeah.
explorable.
Most
Pretty
games
much.
are like that.
hmm
Yeah. At least for Battle Royale or multiplayer. If it's in the map, it's probably explorable.
Yeah.
But
I
not
mean,
for like story lead
Mhm.
games.
hmm like
Sorry to
looking.
interrupt.
No worries. I'm just like trying to just had this like thought right now. I guess. In terms of like battle royale stuff, because you brought it up right now.
Hmm.
Um, I guess we could talk about what would be. Let's maybe like, well, not really top two or three, but like some solid battle royale games because you know, we got one from COD, we've gotten one from Battlefield, which I still haven't played yet. We've gotten PUBG, Fortnite. Uh, what else is there? Apex, which is a really good one.
Yeah.
I mean that whole genre of battle royale, you know,
Tetris 99,
Tetris 99, Mario 99, or whatever the hell it's called.
51.
I mean, just
It's
the
been
Apex and Warzone.
Apex and Warzone.
Public is good too, but it's gotten stale. They haven't really added that much. The new map's nice, like it's really nice, and like
Mhm.
how it always changes. But like they need to add new gear. They need to add like new mechanics. Like they should let you pick up teammates. Like that's a battle royale standard. Like when they're knocked and they die, that's just permanent death. Like
Yeah.
it fits for that game, but it's just a little, no, not too much, but all the other games have it, and it just feels like it's lacking, especially when someone dies in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, even going from playing like I said, even just Apex and Warzone all the time,
Mhm.
it does feel like a standard, and it kind of like it kills your spirit. Well, not kills the spirits, but like it kind of kills the mood a little bit because you're like, all right, now I gotta wait for the guys, to finish, and you're just sitting there and you like what are you gonna do? Just browse Reddit in the
Yeah,
meantime until they die.
yeah.
So I agree with you. It does get annoying not having that respawn stuff in PUBG, but
Mm-hmm.
what about you guys? What do you, I mean, aside, Chicken and Ryan, I meant to say.
Oh,
What are your thoughts on like the whole battle royale stuff?
I mean, I hate dying in COD, but
Mhm.
it's pretty good. And Apex, those are the only two I ever play.
Mhm.
PUBG, I played a really long time ago. And yeah, same thing as a Chig. That when a player dies, it just like kills the mood because then you're fucked for the rest of the game. And that's the only other battle royale. Fortnite, but Fortnite's just too fucking retarded now. Should have just kept it simple back then. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't
I'm not
really play
really.
battle royales. I played Apex for like a
Yeah.
week. I played Warzone for a good while, a month maybe, 2 months. Fortnite, and then everybody's played a Fortnite game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Other than that, no. More into auto chess. It's kind of the same thing.
Auto chess.
Yeah.
Hey, chess is a great game, man.
No, chess in
Like,
general, yeah, that's the ultimate game.
yeah, yeah. It's such a great game because it's only it like if you're like an outsider and you're looking at somebody playing a chess match, like you don't know about the nuances of the person that you're playing against. You could even have
It's a
like
universal
moves.
game.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
have like moves like already ahead, that you're trying to plan of, and not to mention the other guys also thinking the same. Like it's just the dynamic with chess is like is so mind-boggling. There's so many layers
Yeah.
to that game, but
That's
it's
what
such a simple
it's
game.
all brain.
Yeah, that's why I like
Yeah.
card games because it's the same thing as chess. Each card
Mhm.
is different. There's so many different moves you could do.
Especially
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Every game's a different game pretty much.
Did you guys ever see a picture of the guy that brought I think it was like a 250 something, like card deck to a tournament
Yeah.
for Yu-Gi-Oh? Because like he was trying to like enforce, because I guess he thought it was BS how like there was no limit to a deck.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And there's a picture of him with a fedora, like and his like friend holding like the long deck of cards, and they're both like over one shoulder and just kind of carrying it in there.
Jeez.
Crazy.
Imagine dropping that.
Damn, dude.
Just dropping Yu-Gi-Oh cards in general in like public and someone steps
Yeah.
on one. Oh.
That would hurt, dude.
Oh.
You drop all 20 of your blue eyes white dragons and your 20 like 12 dark magicians, all that stuff, dude.
That's suffering, dude.
Yeah. Like speaking of that whole card stuff too, I mean, one thing that like is kind of intimidating is like when you go into the back of a comic book store or like a card store, and then you see like
The groups.
the guys that
duelists.
take that very very seriously.
Oh, dude, I love that. I used to
And
do
I
that
just kind
for.
of like, continue.
I used to do that for a while. There was this place in Burbank, in the Burbank Mall. Well, there's like a bunch of places, but I remember going to the one at the Burbank Mall, and there's another one in Sherman Oaks called Toy Mandala. You could just play back there. Yeah, those kids are like really serious.
Yeah.
They take everything really serious. It's funny.
It
I'm
cracks
just
me
sitting
up 'cause,
here.
like
Uh-huh.
no, just like walking by them, because like sometimes I would just go in there for the books and comics, right?
Hmm.
Or some like like stuff, and just out of curiosity, just like, oh, like what are they doing over there?
Yeah, yeah.
And like walking up to them, dude, they all just kind of like they're all sitting like this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then as soon as like you kind of walk by, they're like, and it's like, oh shit, dude. Like my bad. And like I don't even want to ask a question because they're gonna like just give you the evil eye, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
No, they're all like that. It's funny.
Uh-huh.
That's happened at the shops. That happened to me in college as well when I was going to Valley. There was a group of people who would play at the cafeteria tables, and I remember I just walked by every day pretending to go get food, but I wanted to see what they were doing. And then one day, I'm not sick. I just have a really dry throat. And then yeah, I was like, oh, like what kind of deck you guys run? And they were just like, what the fuck? Like, even though I knew what they were talking about in their like language, they still saw me like an outsider. They're all like that. It's funny.
Yeah, because I mean, I think the only thing that I can think of is like they're probably afraid of them, like, or somebody, like, I guess out in the like in the open, just kind of like going, hey, what do you? And boom, you just take a card, like.
Yeah.
Because then even like keeping some, because like some of them I guess might have had the cards since they were kids. Even finding some of the rare ones, like in stores, is like good luck, But like, there's only one place that I've been to, I think, that I do remember that had a lot of like rare stuff, and it was in like Little Tokyo, like underneath that like whole area. But I mean, other than that, I mean, it's just intimidating, man. Because like I don't know what to tell them. Like I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh since like 2007, I think 2006, and even like the last thing I touched was a Game Boy Advance game. So.
Man.
Dude, I went to Little Tokyo a month ago. That's where I got my 3080.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, from some guys who had their own build piece store.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
I played Yu-Gi-Oh like a month ago or 2 months ago. I still have friends who play, so it's fun to do.
Yeah, that's good. Well, going back to what Ryan said, sorry, I just wanted to ask, what was the price of that 3090 you got, dude?
3080.
Ooh.
Worth it? Of course.
How much was it?
And don't worry about it, all right?
Oh no.
Here comes a ghost.
I just wanted to ask because I wanted to hear that answer. I don't blame you though, because I mean, even with cards now,
they are fucking
yeah. I mean,
still.
Like last thing I remember, like I got the 5700 XT about a couple months ago, and I'm like, oh, I'm set. I got it with my Ryzen. I mean, the Ryzen 5 could still need an upgrade, but in my head, I'm like, I just got one of the really good cards. I'll be fine. And the next thing you know, it's like, oh shit, 6800 XT and 3080, 3090s.
It's literally like double, triple the performance for like $200 more.
Yeah.
Like it's stupid. Like legit.
I mean, it is worth it, but to me, for now, only because I just put this thing in there, I'm gonna wait a little bit longer, and hopefully, maybe I'm just being optimistic. They'll probably like go down in price or something, maybe like next year or something.
The AMD stuff will, yeah. I mean, 5700 XT is still good for 1080p.
Yeah.
But for 1440 and 4K, it's like, man, those new cards are on like a whole new level.
Yeah. Cause so far, I mean, like even my monitor is like it's still the main one is like 144, 1080p, and then the second one is just some like like cheap. Well, it's like an Asus one that I got, but I just wanted like a solid second monitor. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay with the 5700 in the meantime.
It's not a bad decision. Ryan rocking that 3080 with 1440p though. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Even on your streams, like sometimes I notice I'm like, dude, this thing looks so crispy, man.
With the 3900X, that's a monster
dude.
combo.
Dude,
Ryan's proud of that thing.
Just to play
PC
Among Us, dude.
Phasmophobia.
Yeah.
I play every game.
My man.
Especially Tarkov.
Especially Tarkov right now.
This is not a sponsored podcast. We're not
I
sponsored
wish
by
it was.
BSG. That'd be great, man. I highly doubt Nikita would ever listen to this because it's not in Russian. But Privyet. If he
We
does,
gotta get that Bobo sponsor.
dude. Yo,
that's the only one that
thing.
matters.
I need that Bobo's hat with the B, and I need the Valley Boys on the side. Dude.
Chicken, you haven't had Bobos, huh?
For the people that know about Bobos, they know. When did you? Okay, so Andy, you had Bobos for the first time like a month ago, right?
Yeah,
At Chickens,
first time
right?
was Yeah, because we were doing like a little. It was less than 10 people. No worry, no worries,
Mhm.
ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, we just wanted to do something quick because we haven't seen each other in like how many months, you know.
A little bit, yeah.
So I remember like you guys got me Bobos, and it was kind of cool because like I mean obviously like we both live far like away from each other.
Yeah.
So when I got it, I was like, I was starving to begin with because I just didn't eat the whole day and I was like hungry.
Yeah.
And I just remember the first bite and I was like, oh, I'm like, if this shit is like really good cold, I'm like, imagine when it's hot, like,
Oh
my
my
god.
god.
So then like the whole day I was like, oh, dude, that Bobos, man. And I
You
remember
ate a
even like
number
being
5,
drunk.
right?
Yeah, just the 5. And I remember even being drunk and I was like, damn, I gotta go to Bobos, man.
Sheesh. Ryan, when you went, that was your first time too, right?
Yeah.
Damn, in the parking lot at like 11, cold out, eating Bobos, dude.
No, but then ask him which one did he get though. He didn't even get the number 5.
I
Oh yeah, what did you get?
number 8,
Number 8. I don't think I've had that, dude. Bobos has too much stuff.
double
Mhm.
cheeseburger.
Oh,
That's really-
damn.
But we gotta take you one of these days, chicken. That place is like think of it like damn. How would one explain Bobos? I mean, there's everything on that
There's
menu.
literally everything, yeah.
Homemade char burger.
Yeah,
If I don't accept that Bobo slander.
honestly, dude.
Oh, what homemade? What do you mean?
Homemade burgers are the best. It's like Queens over here, huh, chicken? You remember that place?
Oh yeah, it's like
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
but for the fraction of the price.
Yeah. I remember when Queens like
Wait,
barely like
yeah,
was
the
at
fries
the-
are seasoned, right?
for which one? For Bobos?
No, yeah, for Bubba's, they're
Yeah.
seasoned.
Yeah.
couldn't tell.
They got the little bit of a paprika, do whatever shit.
Yeah. I'm only saying I couldn't tell because I got chili cheese fries. So-
Yeah, and those were really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, what is fry seasoning?
fry seasoning?
It's
Yeah.
just like paprika, salt, and pepper, I think.
You think
Yeah.
is it? I have
think it's like
paprika.
garlic salt or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
I feel like it's garlic powder, paprika, like.
The paprika is the shit that makes it look red.
Oh, that is.
Yeah.
I have a shit ton of paprika now. I know to put in my fries.
But that's the
I'll
thing
put a
from
lot.
like that's the
Just
thing from
spicy.
like Red Robin, right? Because remember how they do the bottomless fries over there?
Mhm.
Remember you're the one that told me about that.
Hmm.
Bottomless fries?
No,
are-
I've never thought about fry seasoning until you guys are mentioning it, and now I'm craving some fucking fries.
Dude, me too, man.
Yeah, because I mean the
Oh.
only place that like, well, I mean like Mickey D's I think has like some of the best fries, because it's just like plain and simple and they are pretty crunchy.
Mm.
Okay, let me go back because I see Ryan's looking at me funny. Some of the best fries when they're fresh.
Yeah.
And they're not like literally full of nothing. Like
Red
they
Robin.
actually have like some like potato in there, you know?
Gotcha.
But yeah.
I love Red
Man.
Robin fries. It's so good, especially when they're just out.
Mm-hmm.
The seasoning, and you could even add more seasoning too if you want to it. It's so
What
good.
about-
No, and you're the one that told me about it too. You're like, nah, dude. You go to Red Robin's, man. Let them know I sent you.
Yeah.
Tell them I want fries as my appetizer. And I was like, oh,
Dave Saw Chicken has some good fries too.
Yeah.
I like
those are
I like
nice.
the fries.
I mean, I got a different story about that, buddy.
When they're fresh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
when they're
No,
fresh,
well,
they're good. Yeah.
You know, but when they're rolling them in, fresh straight from the freezer, you know, that's fine. They're not that bad either.
They're
This is
fucking good at
Bobo's
it.
fries,
Though.
though.
It's the season.
Yeah. That place is
Yeah.
really good, man. But yeah, I mean, sheesh. I'd say, like, I mean, going back to the card stuff, to even find one a couple months from now is gonna be impossible. But in the meantime, I guess we'll just be watching Mandalorian. So
Yeah. New Mando's been pretty good.
yeah,
Season 2. Last time we did a podcast, was season 2 out? Probably not, huh?
No.
No.
No, we were still season 1 back
Did
when.
we talk about spoilers?
We're on season 1.
Oh, you're right. Should we talk about that?
I mean, at this point,
It's the weekend already.
yeah, it's been a couple days. I think it's actually only been like 2 days, but
If nobody
No, one day. Today's Saturday.
it's
isn't
been one day. Well,
yeah.
Hey.
It's been 3 days, dude. Must be nice.
I don't
I
even
lost
know
track
what
of
day it
time.
is.
I thought it was a whole week already.
Dang, I thought it was Friday, dude.
Dude, I want some fucking fries now.
Yeah, me too, dude.
If you guys use Valley Boys 818 code for Uber Eats, you can
Code
get a
VB818.
VV818. You get a 2% discount.
I'm gonna email Uber Eats, be like, yo, give us a sponsor.
Listen, man, Amazon already got us with the links, man. We got if only.
Got that affiliate links, at least me and Chicken do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much have you made from those chicken?
I don't know. So like not even $1 probably.
I made like $15. Hey,
Oh yeah.
it's something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know where I made it from. I
have to
don't know
check.
if it's
Oh,
Ryan
I
or.
have to check again. I don't know. I haven't checked in a while.
Nah, dude. Like the Great Pistoli says, bro. It adds up.
It does add up. Yeah. Kind of need it now after buying that monitor.
Nah, dude. I remember you gave me an affiliate link, and then
Wait, you bought it?
I bought ultra wide from Costco.
Oh yeah, it hasn't arrived yet, right?
It's shipped, but it arrives I think in like a week. Day is it the 5th? Like a
Mhm.
week, yeah. A little over a week. It's gonna be nutty. 3440 by 1440, 34
Mhm.
inches, 144 hertz for 350. It's a pretty good deal.
dude, now you gotta get the Logitech racing wheel with the shifter and the pedals.
Oh man,
If you got an ultra wide, you gotta get a racing game, man. That's the
That'd
only way
be
to use that.
nice.
It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
How long? Wait, what are you gonna do to your old monitor?
I'm still gonna use them. I'm gonna just have them like portrait mode on both sides. It's gonna look like a TIE fighter.
Oh,
Oh, that looks pretty cool. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'll have like my OBS, like my Twitch chat and all that over here. Like maybe Discord over here and just my games just surrounding me in front of me. That'd be cool.
Stonks on the right one, dude.
Oh,
On that Robin Hood.
you deserve the king.
jeez.
That already looks dope.
You know, also because like I brought up Mando, surprise casting, I guess, was getting Oscar Isaac for Metal Gear Solid. And I'm only saying that because it's like you think the guy would be doing more like Star Wars stuff, or maybe they might be working with him Star Wars stuff, but
I think anyone that worked on the sequels is sick of it, dude.
you think so?
I don't
Yeah.
think Daisy Ridley's touching Star Wars again.
Mhm.
What's his name? The actor for Finn. How could I forget right now? John Boyega, dude. On Twitter, he's always roasting Star Wars, at least the
Yeah.
sequels. It's like,
Mhm.
man, how are you gonna have one of your lead actors roast your own movies?
But then how's he roasting something that he was into? It's like, damn.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I mean, you can't
Oh.
forget too, like the guy had asthma the whole like series, you know.
Ray,
Those are all his lines.
Yeah.
Ray.
I mean, you
Dude.
can't blame them though, because like how they kind of, or what direction they decided to take with those, like with that trilogy, you know.
Man, it's just.
I just want to forget about
I'm
the
getting
entire.
disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
trilogy.
I hope Mando rewrites the sequels.
Me too.
Like I remember how I was talking about, you know what? The sequel should have been Thrawn coming back, you
Mhm.
know, like they did with the original books. And guess who came back? Who not came back? Came back. Comes back. Well, he hasn't came back yet, but they said he's coming back.
He's mentioned.
He's mentioned, so I mean, I kind of called it, but it'd be cool, you know.
What
There's a
if-
whole
kinda
there's a
sweet.
whole future for Grogu.
Mhm.
Dude,
Yeah.
Grogu's gonna be the next Skywalker.
Watch him die in the next episode.
Dude, what if they make it so that they basically just kind of like redact the last like trilogy they came out with, and then Mando's the thing that kind of carries them into like the next trilogy if they make one, you know?
I hope
Yeah.
I hope Grogu becomes a Mandalorian Jedi. Like it ends like
That'd
that.
be
It's just-
cool.
He goes back
Dude,
to
what
the
the heck?
original.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Huh. Yeah, I could see that happening. The only thing is like Helmet is gonna have to have like the ears.
Years.
Probably.
That's something that I thought would be weird.
Yeah, yeah. Because the original Mandalorians were like aliens, right? They had like that helmet specifically for the like the way their head was shaped.
I think for the original designs and like the backstories that they did in like the old
Mhm.
books before their prequels, I think they were meant to be like an alien race, but
Mhm.
yeah, George Lucas definitely changed that.
Hey George, you want this to be canon? No.
No, I'll take this one. Jar Jar's the key to all this.
Honestly.
Dude,
Watching. Fuck.
dude, when Ryan's watching Clone Wars, once Jar Jar goes on screen, it's over, dude. Ryan's giggling like a little girl.
Rockies.
New,
New tech.
new upgrades you guys looking into?
New upgrades. I mean, I could show you. I just got this in the mail like a day ago. I got the new Power Beats.
Nice.
And they're not that bad. They got this really nice hinge on them too. But like I said, I just got these. I have the AirPods. They're somewhere in this room. I like threw them as soon as I got here. But yeah, so far I mean they're pretty solid. The quality is a lot better than like the AirPods as it is. But then again, the AirPods are mostly meant for convenience, so
Yeah.
not bad.
And luxury.
Yeah, that too.
Just fucking showing off white headphone, earphone.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm looking to get into a new microphone because
Mhm.
I'm definitely lacking. All you guys have actual microphones in front of you. Chicken and Ryan got the NT1s from Rode from my
Mhm.
recommendation. Andy got the Samsung G-Track Pro, and I'm still rocking this headset mic. I think I'm getting a Shure MV7 to get some audio quality up in here. That'd be
Nah,
nice.
dude. We've all been there before, man. Because before I used to rock with these, the Arctis 7s, and they're pretty decent because they're wireless completely.
Yeah.
But it's just this thing right here.
Yeah.
The drive-through mic, dude.
Yeah.
I haven't used one of those since the PS4. Since the last time I touched my PS4.
Yeah. I think even before this, there was probably some like Astro A10s that I got for the Xbox. And they're like $40 or something.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels weird having something like protrude, I guess, from the headphones,
Yeah.
as opposed to just being able to speak freely like this, which I like 10 times prefer this, you know. And also, it helps like having the Jubilees, because like these things are mwah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Love them.
Yeah. Definitely need to get a Shure MV7 so I don't have this thing in my face. And I'm thinking about getting some more RAM for streaming. Definitely need that. Some games like Tarkov and Modern Warfare just suck up my RAM. It's too much.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, even with, I got like 32 in there.
God
They're still
damn.
kind of
I don't even have
chug
32.
sometimes.
I don't even have 32.
Really?
I
thought you
kinda,
did.
No, I don't. And I kind of want to just because of all the art stuff I do
Yeah.
for modeling, but I was like, nah, I don't need it.
It is pretty nice because like stuff is pretty like snappy. The only thing is that what's bottlenecking it is the processor, because the card is good.
Mhm.
The RAM is like not bad, but having 32 is still helpful.
Yeah.
But that Ryzen 5 that I got in there is like, especially for streaming, like you can see someone like a lot more jaggies and like squares in my streams, so you're not that like amazing. But
Yeah.
oh well. In the meantime,
What were you thinking about upgrading to for Ryzen? Or for streaming, sorry.
No, I mean, yeah, honestly, I think I was gonna go more towards like the Ryzen side and keep it, like Ryzen on both.
Yeah.
My first like idea, like budget wise, would be getting like a Ryzen 7,
5800X?
Yeah, probably. Just like something closer to the top, but just going all out and pulling a Ryan, dude. Going with like a Ryzen 9 and just saying like fuck it, dude.
Yeah, that'd be pretty clean.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, hopefully with this like second job, I probably have enough because I spent a lot of money already as it is, like for myself and Christmas stuff. So
Yeah.
if I have some like stuff left over and like kept in the savings, I might have the itch to pull the trigger. Who
Yeah.
knows?
I think what we need is some Michael stories.
Michael stories. Oh my god.
Some good ones.
I mean, today, one of my coworkers, right? This like older, more mature like lady, right?
Mm.
She used to be one of the like I guess like one of the managers like in charge of the shift, and I guess she just kind of said like f that, I'm gonna go back down to like just doing stocking stuff because I get more hours. She's a bit of a like how do I say, like she takes her job very seriously,
Yeah.
so she's always like aware of what's going on. And what happened today was that there were these two like sketchy looking individuals, right, that walk into the store, and they're calling for like help for the spray paint aisle. So I go over there because I had nothing really to do. So I was like, all right, let me go help them out. So I grab the keys, head over to them, and I'm like, hey, how's it going, guys? And like, oh yeah, it's pretty good, blah blah blah. We just want to take a look at the sprays that you guys got, in the back. And I was like, all right, cool. So I grab the spray can, and policy is that like you're not supposed to hand it to them because we have to go take it to the front. We got to confirm the birth date, and then all that business. What happens is that I'm holding the spray within like not even probably less than a foot from like their face, just kind of like so they can read what's going on. And the lady's like reaching for it. I'm like, oh man, I'm sorry, like I can't let you take this or like touch it. She's like, why not? I was like, yeah, well, the thing is I have to take it to the front, like policy is that I have to hold on to it until you pay for it. And she's like, oh, I can't read it. Like I'm like, I'm pretty sure you can read it. Like I know you can read. The problem is that I have to hold on to this. So I can turn it for you if you want. And so she was giving me this whole like crap about it. She's like, oh my goodness, like this is really dumb. This is really dumb. I don't know why you can't let me read it. So, bear in mind, like I said, they're kind of like sketchy looking individuals. Their body language is a little bit off. They're kind of like just like twitchy, you can tell, like you can tell people that are just like out of
something's up. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I just made sure that like they weren't doing anything crazy. I closed the rack. I take the spray paint to the front, and I mean, I just basically just did that, and I went back to restocking stuff. A couple minutes later, I just hear on the radio because we have like, oh, no, I don't have it on me, but it's like a little microphone next to like a cheap walkie-talkie, and over the radio. Also, while I was helping them, I forgot to mention this. They were kind of telling me like, "Hey, Andy, don't like Andy, don't give them the paint. By the way, don't give them the paint." And I'm like, "Duh, like of course. Why am I gonna give them the paint?"
Yeah.
But I kind of like realized later when I got back to the front because that older lady that I was telling you guys about, kind of like was going like crazy because she's like, I don't trust these people. I don't trust her because like that lady came into the store with an empty bag and now her bag's full. How is that even possible? So then she starts going fucking this detective like Sherlock and stuff, bro. And she starts walking around the store. Like 10 minutes later, I see like the lady that was with the guy, the sketchy ones.
Yeah.
Like just like immediately like walk super fast back to like the spray paint aisle, but she had her bag with her, and I was like what the hell? Where's she going so quick?
Yeah.
And then I see the lady behind her like. I was like, oh shit, dude. Reminded me like Terminator 2 with the silver guy and stuff. So then yeah, like sure enough, I guess they had security waiting outside because like that lady called them. And I mean, I guess like they kind of had like an altercation. I didn't know because I was like by the kids section all the way back.
Yeah.
And just like some of the people in the front were like laughing. They're like, dude, I can't believe it just happened. Like, I was like, damn, I missed it. But prior to this, there was a guy that actually like robbed something from the store. But what had happened is that they, I mean, we're busy now because of holidays and everything. And there's a guy that I didn't even see where this guy was at because I was busy like cleaning the carts and like doing like greetings and writing down how many people were there. And they always have me rotating between cashier, putting stuff back, and that. And that same lady that I'm telling you about, right, the older one, the store manager, Friday I think, called her over the radio and told her, "Hey, I need you to read this this paper saying that we close at 9. That way we get everybody in the store straight to the front, and we can all leave at 9:30 because we have to go home too, obviously."
Yeah.
I didn't like hear what she said, but I kind of saw that they were talking from behind the glass, and I guess the girl's like, "Oh, the body language is like no, That's what it told me, but that's probably just my interpretation of that. Eventually, she, the manager, comes back up to me, and she's like, "Hey, I need you to read this." So she hands me the paper, and I'm like, why do I have to read this? I'm like at the front door. I have to make sure that there's enough like people that come in and come out, and make sure that we're at capacity, And she's like, "No, just just read it." And I was like, I mean, I guess it's not like I'm going too far,
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, let me put on the streamer voice. So I was getting ready, man. I was hyping myself up. I was like, attention shoppers, we are closing.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, that's too serious. That's too serious. Attention shoppers, nah, that's too target. So I'm kind of like thinking of it in my head, but as I walk up to the thing, I just look to my left, and then I see my manager going, "Sir, excuse me, sir." And the guy just kind of like bolts out with like stuff, like holding his like, So he starts like running away, But as soon as he turned the corner, I was like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Don't tell me he just like left with stuff in his hand. So I go outside and I see him, and I guess the guy had like sagging pants, so he's kind of like.
Yeah.
So the whole time I couldn't even like fathom what just happened. And then security was outside, surprisingly, and
Yeah.
the guy was in a Prius, right? But like I saw the guy running out the store. I saw security, and security looked like they were gonna stop and ask us what's going on. But then like a second later, it looked like he was gonna take off, but not even help us, right? So I was like, yo, what the hell? So I had to like bang on the car, and I'm like, dude, this guy just stole something. Go get him. And the whole time, like I was like furious from just like having to like work, I think 8 hours or something like that.
Yeah.
But this moment had me laughing my ass off though. As soon as I told security that, dude, for the first time in my life, I saw a Prius do a burnout. That shit was hilarious. That fucking Prius, the front wheel started going, "Rrrr," and then he just like took off, dude. Once he took off, he like busted a quick ass U, dude. Went all the way around, and that thing just turned left immediately. So I was like, what the fuck? Priuses can do that? I was like, what the fuck? So what happens is that we go inside the store, and then now the manager's like, she looks like she's annoyed with me. And in my head, I'm like, why the fuck are you giving me this whole like attitude?
Yeah.
Because you're the one
Yeah.
that told me to go read this, even though she was supposed to go do this. So I was like, all right, I'm just not gonna say anything. I don't want to start anything. Like, all right, you're mad at me, whatever the case might be.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the story of that. That same day, I had clocked in, and within like 2 minutes, right? Because I always make the stupid mistake of going in with the vest on. So, of course, somebody sees you with a vest on. Sir, excuse me, sir. Pardon me, sir. It's like when you have those like blue lights and a fly sees it. It's like, oh, like what's that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When you pull out
So
a
then,
stick of gum in
yeah.
class.
Yeah, pretty much, dude. Jesus. As soon as I get there, there's a lady that is kind of like just waiting in line with her friend.
Yeah.
And I forgot what she asked me. She said, "Oh, can you help me out real fast?" And I was like, "Yeah, hold on. Let me just go get my temperature checked." So I turn left. There's like a small classroom where we have like the online order stuff like stored.
Yeah.
So I go in there. The same manager from that like night when the stuff got stolen
Yeah.
tries to read my temperature, and she butterfingers the damn like scanner thing, right? So the thing falls out, batteries pop out like fucking like grenade shrapnel, and I'm just watching this. I'm like, oh, I'm like, damn, let me get the batteries. So I put it together, and it doesn't even work. So I'm like, great, you know, like nice start to the day. Like you're not gonna know my temperature. And she's like, yeah, just remind me at the end of the day. And I'm like, I'm not gonna remember this at the end of the day. I'm gonna go home.
Yeah.
So I leave the classroom, make a right turn, and then the lady's like, sir, excuse me, sir. Like, you can tell she's a little bit annoyed.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you know what, ma'am, I'm terribly sorry. Let me just go clock in, and I'll come back, you know?
Mm.
So, just out of, like, nature, I just say that, because I'm like, I'll come back eventually, you know? Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do. This time, I really didn't. And I'm not going to lie, it was kind of on purpose, too, because I don't want to help that lady.
Yeah.
So, I go into the back, I clock in, and I'm just kind of like, 2 more minutes. Nobody's gonna know.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, by that time she'll be like, still help her out in the line, and she'll be gone.
Yeah.
And I fucked up because I should have stayed like 2 extra minutes. I make it to the front, and there's like a clipboard that's there that kind of tells you your what you're supposed to be doing, your hours, and then what time you take your breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my manager was there along with this other one from the morning. So I go to him like, hey guys, yo, what's up? You know, I'm just kind of like casual about it. I was like, what am I doing today? And then this lady was actually in the register in front of me, because like where I was at was 6, in front is 3. So it's 3, 2, 1, and
Yeah.
then 6, 5, 4. So they're kind of like adjacent to each other. And then or parallel, I meant to say. And she just like, I don't know how she just kind of like kept her eyes on me, dude. I think she had like fucking like pigeon like guiding shit, you know? Like the whole time just like.
Yeah.
So I go there, and she turns around and she's like, sir, by the way, that was very rude what you did. You said you would come back. And I was like, huh? Because I just completely forgot about it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it was out of my mind. And she's like, oh, you know, you never came back. That was very rude of you. I just wanted to let you know that was very rude of you. And I was like, oh, I'm terribly sorry. She's like, no, I don't want your apology. I don't want your apology. I'm like, oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that too. She's like, yeah, you're just very terrible. You know, that was very terrible service. You know, that was horrible. Absolutely atrocious. This and that. And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. Have a nice day. The lady just
Jeez.
like was super pissed off. I think even the store manager was like holding the door, and I'm pretty sure he heard me. But I didn't really don't care because I mean, it's not like I was saying anything like horrible. I was just being
Yeah.
super nice about it. Like I went all like,
Yeah, yeah.
super saying customer service, but like, a little bit passive aggressive with it.
Yeah.
I was like, have a nice day. And then like an hour later, I deal with this lady that makes me scan 100 items, and then goes, nah, I want to see what the price is for this. How about this? How about this? And like every fucking item that I had to scan. And it was only until the end that she's like, that's kind of pricey. Let me just take these 3 items. And I was like, oh,
That's
Yeah.
annoying,
I
dude.
fucking hate this dude. Like, oh my god, like that job is just like half of me, no, 90% of me wants to quit like immediately and on the spot because I'm tired of that place.
Yeah.
But then the other 10% is like, it's good content.
It's good stories.
Yeah, because it's like, you know what? You don't know what the fuck is gonna go on like during a day at Michael's, man. Like, you could have like super amazing people like be there that are like really nice. This
Yeah.
Starbucks lady, like I was helping her out to like find something. And I mean, I just helped her out to find like a fucking like a little tiny house, right?
Yeah.
Which is a part of like some set from like Limax from the company. And I guess you put that under the tree to make it look nice. And then I just handed her the box. Wow, your customer service has been so amazing. It's been spectacular. She's like, I should recommend you to Starbucks. Like, what's your name? I was like, I'm like, Andy.
Should
So
show her
then-
the boob with Andy written at the bottom.
Heck yeah, there's me. Gosh, nigga, my boo. So then, yeah, there's like that one, and then, what was the other one today? There was another one that happened today that, Jesus. Oh, the ones that I love helping are like the older people that are like really nice, dude. There's this super sweet old lady, right? She's like coming up to me and like she has like one of the latest iPhones, but she doesn't know how to work it still. She's like, "Oh, excuse me," and she was actually English too. Excuse me, do you know where the outdoor timers are at? And I was like,
Dude. I need to go work at Michael's with Andy, dude. Dude, imagine what that'd be like. I think Andy's muted.
Yeah, he is.
oh, dude, I hit the mute button on accident. I didn't even notice. So then, it's always something different with that place. But like the entire time that I was helping her out, I told her because I'm like, I don't want her to walk any kind of step. Like I'm gonna go get that for you, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So then I literally run to the like aisle 28. I was like, so I grab it. I was like, "Ma'am, are you looking for this?" And then she's like, "Oh my goodness, absolutely. That's the one that I'm looking for." You know? And I was like, "Yeah, you know." She's like, "Oh, thank you so much. You've been wonderful." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's, it's my job. You know, it's what I do."
Yeah.
Mhm.
So then, yeah, I just did that, and then they're the
Some-
people that like, oh, God. Like there was this one lady that I think, what the fuck did she
Andy's
ask?
like, some call me a hero. I'm just a typical guy.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Honestly, because like these people, like I'm telling you, it's just like you don't know what the hell's gonna happen. It's like 50-50. Like at any point that you talk to somebody in that store, you don't know if they're gonna be an asshole or if they're gonna be like a very sweet person. Yeah.
Mhm.
But I mean, Jesus, man. Even the managers, like one of my managers, like is this like very tall like dude, right? And he's a little bit kind of like scrawny, but he's like an older gentleman. So
Yeah.
the thing with him is that I feel like I've kind of gotten on his like last nerve recently, because I'm always telling him, "Hey, I need a void code. Hey, I need help on this register," and it's always something stupid that I ask him for. So then, he's just tired of that shit. And at one point today, I even saw him kind of like pressing like the like touchpad. And he's like,
He's just tired of your shit,
Yeah.
dude.
I was like, yes. I was like, excellent.
Diablito over here, dude.
Because I don't care about this place, to be honest. Like, it's not like my main job. Like,
Yeah.
even other people that I work with tell me the same thing, and I'm like, this job is just for shits and giggles, and just like extra savings, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys want me to continue talking about Michaels or anything, but
Dude, that was
Like-
good.
That was good.
there's a lot more stuff about that. Like,
Jeez.
I feel like corporate's gonna see this video.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed. I mean, technically, I'm not supposed to like talk badmouth Michaels.
You're
Uh-huh.
not. You're bad
But-
mouthing the bad people that go to Michael's.
True.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm still talking about Michaels, and I'm talking about the customers. But technically, still free speech though. Like, how are they gonna fire me off of free speech? You know?
Who's gonna
But then-
send this video to Michaels?
No, but then again, they're gonna find some like way in their contract and be like, you know what, man? Like, here's that piece of paper that says in fine print you can't do it on podcast, dude. Like, you can't talk bad about the company. It's something like that. They'll find a way.
Dude,
I'll
Andy's
play-
about to get fired, dude.
I'll put
I don't care.
I'll put a black
man,
bar
as
over
long
it.
as it's not Quest. And then change my voice. Yeah, I'm working for Michael, so sorry. Like those true crime shows.
Yeah, that was good.
Hmm. What about you
Man.
guys? Like working at Party City, Target,
Party
Ryan.
Party City, dude. Oh my god, it's like there's too much random stupid stuff that happened that I don't think I can like just pick one thing. Because half the time I was on the goddamn ticker, just ticking people coming in and out. 'Cause there's like a 50-person limit to the store.
Mhm.
Some people would just be assholes, man. Like I'll be like, we're full right now, and how many people? Because like they're about to come into the store,
Yeah.
and like there's no line, and I'm like, the first person that has to be in a line, and I'm like, I'm sorry, ma'am or sir or whatever, you're gonna have to wait in a line right here. And they'll be like, oh, okay. Like some people will be really nice. They'll be like, oh, okay, sure, whatever. But some people would be like, I'm here for a pickup, and I'm like, yeah, but we can't have more than 50 people here. And then like at that moment, I'd be like, what do I do? Like, no one's told me. What if someone's here for a pickup? Do I take it for them? Do I like? I should probably ask. And half the time I didn't ask. I'd just be like, no, just wait here, Ben. Because like seriously, I'm like, this is not worth my time, dude.
They like stump you, and then like the dial-up noise comes in like beep. beep.
I'm like,
"Oh,
like I'd literally just be like, I don't know, dude. Let me see.
Mhm.
yeah, especially when they like checkmate you, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, yeah. I'll be back. Like you have to do the walk of shame too, and it's like, oh, just don't look
I'll
at
be
me
back,
anymore. Like I
yeah.
can feel their eyes on my back.
Yeah. Like half the time I like to say, like, especially when I just don't want to deal with them, dude. Oh, whatever we got on that aisle is all we got. I'm terribly sorry.
I actually had to say that a lot because literally whatever we had on that aisle is what we had. Like
Mhm.
some people would come in asking for something for like a Halloween costume. I'd be like, oh, time to check the computer. We don't have it in this, or that size. What do you mean you don't have it? Well, we don't have it. Like it's like 3 days before Halloween, and like they'll be like, all right, check out this one. Okay, it's gone. They're all gone. This is like the 6th costume I've checked. Check the back. Okay, I'll go back. And there's
Oh, okay,
literally
sir.
nothing.
Okay, sir, but the thing is, on the app and the website,
Yeah.
you have two. And I'm like, I don't give a
Dude,
shit about the app.
Dude, there'll be somebody came in looking for a 50-piece pack of like plastic goodie bags, like some
Uh-huh.
clear goodie bags, and I'll be like, it says you have 3,000 of these, and I'm like, really? On the website? Can I see? And like they show me, cause like I've seen all the aisles at this point. I'm like, I don't know
Yeah.
where the hell we'd have this specific thing. Like I know the aisle it would be on, but I know we
Yeah.
don't have it. So I check it. It's like, I'll go in the back and check if we have it. Just to like make them be like, yeah,
Yeah,
there might be
yeah.
a chance. Cause I know that's not there. But the way they approach you, you'll know they won't accept no as an answer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's just like, walk back there, get a little cup of water, walk around for 30 seconds, come back. Nah, man, we don't have that. No, someone stole. No, didn't steal, but somebody. I think the 2 other people that were supposed to help me were gonna be on break. Not help me, but like that were gonna be around because I was doing costumes. So like
Yeah.
I have to be at the kiosk, picking out the costume numbers, taking out the little piece of paper, go to the back, go pull out the costume from the shelves that they have there, and nobody was there to like help me, and there was like 30 people right on that aisle, and I'm doing it one by one. It's like I'm taking 6 pieces of paper, I'm coming to the back, bringing out 6 costumes. Half the time the people are like, oh, we want this one, and it's like, okay, I'll go put it back. But this guy was like, hey, can I get this mask, because they're right next to where I come out of, and they're like up high, so I need to get the ladder. And like I had to tell him like, I'm getting costumes right now, I'll help you in a bit. He's like, yeah, okay, that's fine. And like I come back and I have to get another like bunch of costumes, and I have to take them back. I'll be like, I passed them twice. I'm like, I'll get this for sure next time. Like, I have to actually put this back. I can't just leave this out here.
Mhm.
And then the next time I come out of there, I go back to the front to give people their costumes.
Yeah.
I turn around. The masks are on the mannequin head. The mannequin head is gone, and there's like a little ladder just standing there. And I'm like, what the hell just happened? And like I was on the radio. I'm like, I think someone just stole a mask and the whole mannequin head. And
Yeah.
like the first person replied, "Why'd you let them?" I'm like, I didn't let them. I just walked back and it's gone, dude. Like it's literally gone.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's another thing, especially like retail on the radio, man. Like today, I had there's this guy, like I never see this guy. I think he just works in the mornings.
Yeah.
He's kind of a shithead because he's always giving us some like super like sarcastic answers on the radio. Like one of the managers was like, she's like, yeah, I need some help with so and so, blah blah blah, and he's like, there's that positivity again on the radio, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, well, this guy doesn't give two shits, man.
I remember. So I used to do carts for Target, right?
Yeah.
So I'd have a walkie-talkie just to like if I need backup or like something, like they need me
Yeah.
to clean something. Every time I'd walk in the store to go to the back of the store, like I'd go like in the store and like all the aisles and shit. So some people would be like, "Oh, sir, can you help me over here?" And be like, If I was already walking, I'd be like I don't work in this store," and I just like speed walk away. But sometimes if I'm like doing something, like checking something in the store, and they catch me by surprise, I'm like, "Fuck." And then they're like, "Can you help me with something?" And then I'm like, "Yeah, hold on, let me call for somebody." You're supposed to hold the button for the walkie-talkie. I just push it,
Yeah.
so they hear the "Tut," and then I'd be like, "Oh, somebody needs help in aisle like 5 or whatever." And then I'd be like, "Okay, somebody will come." Fucking never said anything. I just, I would say something, but I wouldn't like be holding the button. I just
Yeah.
walk away.
Dude, the worst part about radios at Party City, half the time they give me a radio, the mic wouldn't work. So like I'd be in the aisle 1, which was the Halloween aisle, and I'd be
Yeah.
like, there wouldn't be that much stuff going on. So like I'll get the 2 or 3 people that are there, their costumes. Like I'll be back and forth a little bit. Like it's whatever.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Someone will be like, can you see if there's boxing gloves on aisle 1, right? For an example. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. Here's the boxing gloves. Yeah, they're right here. Do you want me to bring them up? Radio dead silence. It's like, well, do I walk all the way to the front? I'm here helping people. So
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know what to do. And then like they come by and like they come get it. But like my dumbass doesn't think, oh, did you guys hear me? Like, did you guys need help?
Yeah.
And by the time I'm like at the front doing the ticker again, like I asked on the radio because someone came in asking for I think like some like seasonal like Easter stuff, and like it's literally like about to be Halloween, so I don't know if we have it. So I'm on the radio. I'm like, do you have like I don't know what it was, like eggs or something? And then like I'm looking around, like nobody's saying anything, and then like I'm like, can you guys hear me? Like at the front registers, and they're like,
Yeah.
no, and I'm like, what? What do you mean you can't hear me? You guys gave me this radio, like.
Yeah.
They half the time the radio would not even work. It's to the point where I just started getting my brother's radio there, dude.
Yeah.
Like they'd be like, dude, none of these work. Just take your brother's. Like
Mhm.
straight up, like halfway
if I-
through every time.
And then eventually on the radio, they're like, yeah, I got 102 in Spanish.
Jeez, dude, I never worked with my brother.
Oh yeah.
We
that's
never
right.
worked together.
Yeah. Nepotism, dude. That's what they're trying to avoid.
Yeah,
It would have
dude.
been like Boba and Django, dude. Those
I
guys.
only saw him once, and that was right when I was leaving. And like
Dapped him up,
he
like-
came in. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, no, he came to help me because like the kiosk stopped working, like the little printer on it. I'm like, dude, I don't know what's wrong with this thing, and like he fixed it. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks, and then I just
See?
left.
Call him, not even his like name. B, help.
I never used the radio with him, dude. He literally just
Damn.
walked up to me. Party City was a mess, dude. That store's a legit mess.
Yeah.
I don't have radios at work. Got mean people.
Yeah.
Meet people.
Yeah.
But you meet people like outside, no, in the apartments and stuff, like real people.
Yeah.
The worst one is the authority one. They're like, yeah, I don't know you. I can't let you in.
Oh.
All right,
Yeah.
I've had 2 occasions. I had one yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was in Koreatown, and this guy just came out. And, well, this lady was going in, and the guy was coming out. And the guy coming out was like right in front of me.
Mhm.
And then I was like gonna walk in. He's like, "Can I help you?" But like in like an old Chinese accent.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Can I help you?" I was like, "Oh, I'm here to fix the dryer." He's like, "The what?" Like what? Like he didn't understand me. I'm like, "Bro," I was like, "I'm here to fix the dryer." I was like, "Dryer." Off already, dude. There was a time like a month ago that this guy was. I was like, "Hey, man, can you like I'm here to fix the machine. Can I get an entry to the laundry?" He's like, "Nah, I can't give it to you. Can't open it up for strangers." I was like, dude, I was like, I have a uniform. Like, I'm
Yeah.
fix the
Yeah.
dryer. He's like, "Yeah, bro, nah, I can't let strangers." I was like, bro, I was like, wow. And he looked at me. I guess he got scared. And he's like, I'm kidding, but like in a serious face. He's like, I'm kidding. I'll open it for you. I was like, dude, he already had
Dude,
me.
Ryan ripped his like flexed and ripped his shirt. That's
Yeah,
yeah.
dude.
Dude, Ryan rips like one shirt a day. Just
Yeah.
He already had it heated, because he was like, "Yeah, I can't let you in." I'm like, "Bro, I'm dead ass in a whole ass uniform. I got a bag of fucking tools, and like my logo's everywhere, dude. And
Yeah.
even on the machine, there's a logo, our logo." And he's like, "Yeah, I can't let you in." I was like, "Wow, like, you're really gonna have me standing out here for like half an hour trying to get someone else to open up for me?"
Yeah.
nah, dude.
He's just like, "I'm kidding, bro, I'm kidding," but like, I know he wasn't kidding. He just when I said "wow," he got all scared, and I was like, "Cause I just hate when people do that. Like,
Stupid.
really? Like,
Like, why
Yeah.
else would you be there like in the
I'm
middle
like,
of the
yo,
day
I'm wearing
with
this
like?
ugly ass uniform. Why would I want to rob you guys or what?" I'm dead ass in some
Yeah,
stupid uniform working,
it's not like you're
and
gonna take the
then
whole like dryer and shit with you. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna take their money. What? I was like, bruh,
And take the coins.
yeah, they're precious coins, man. They gotta
Mhm.
wash, and yeah, the Asian guy was just pissing me off because I already had repeated myself twice, and he's still looking at me like he doesn't know. And I'm like, dryer. And then the lady like was still like looking back. It's like, yeah, the machine's over here, and I was like, bitch ass. Just let me in. I don't even need your permission. I'm still gonna get in no matter what.
Yeah.
I hate when people do that shit. They'll be like, "Oh, can I help you with something?" I'm like, "No, I'm here to do my job." No,
I live here too. Like, he just
wait.
lying.
No, I mean, there's cool. There's really nice people, and then there's
Ay,
Mhm.
mijo. Ven aquí.
just nah, not like that. Like, oh,
Ahorita.
yeah, fix the machine finally. Thank you. Well, and I'm like, yeah, here's a wash.
Mhm.
Like, thanks for being nice, or like, oh, sorry that I took long. But there's other people like, yeah, this machine took $3 from me. I'm like, why'd you put $3 in it? I'm like, why'd you keep trying? If it didn't
You think
work, it
after the
didn't
first
work.
quarter they'll be like, damn, you know?
Yeah, I was like, why'd you keep putting quarters in there, Reeds? But still, oh man,
That's
See,
good.
it's good and bad. I have a lot of stories, like a lot. If I could remember them, I would tell you. But those are
Yeah.
just so so we're talking about people that are just I don't know.
That are silly.
Yeah. And then there's gullible people.
Oh,
Oh
yeah?
my god.
They'll be
yeah.
like, "Oh, you're here to fix the machine." I'm like, "The machine's already open. I'm on my knees. My tools are here. Of course, I'm fixing the machine." "Oh,
Nah,
you're here
nah,
to fix
just
the
yeah.
machine?" I was like, "Bruh, yes, yes. Do you want me to fix it, or should I just go and be like,
Please
it's not my
stop.
fault?"
Uh-huh.
Nah, I gotta tell him now I'm doing an oil change. What do you think? Like,
I'm just trying to fix the hydraulics on here and make sure there's enough gasoline inside it for it to run.
Dude, he's overclocking that shit.
People are so gullible, dude. I was
Nah,
like,
Ryan's installing 3080s into lavanderias, dude.
Dude, somebody needs to get a washing machine and just make it into like a super PC,
What
dude.
you mean
Dude,
back
just
here?
look behind
dude?
Yeah,
Chucky,
that's the NZXT case back there.
That's the NZXT
Yeah.
chonkers case, dude. That bad boy can put in like 4 3090s, dude.
put some LED strips inside the drum and it'll glow up like if it's working.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nah, it's funny you say the story about because with Quest, right? This was kind of a weird one because it was like Friday, and I wasn't getting anything until like I think like 10, and I clock in at 8 p.m. So I was like, what the hell? Like 2 hours and not doing anything? Like it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. I mean, I'll probably get some like late stuff, but I'm like, all right. So then they call me and then they're like, oh, especially on the phone because I have like a little flip phone, like a burner style phone, where they send me like the locations, and it said West Hills, and then I checked the scanner, and the scanner says West Hills pickup, 2 West Hills drop. So I was like, I'm like, how does that make sense? Like, what the fuck? But then they kind of like elaborated, and they're like, oh yeah, sorry about that. You're gonna have to actually go back to the Van Nuys hub,
Yeah.
pick up a COVID kit, like one of like the boxes for the swabs and stuff, and then drive to an employee's house that works at West Hills because he got COVID. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. Like, why do I gotta do it? I was like, what? So then I was like, fucking hell, dude. And I kind of started getting like a little bit worried. I'm like, fuck, how am I gonna like just not catch the shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'll be fine. Like, I'll wear gloves and I'll like sanitize the gloves, and then I'll sanitize like as much as I can. So what happened is that I had to drive all the way to Glendale because apparently he lives there. And it was kind of weird because like it's one of the first times I get out of the car, and I'm in full Quest uniform. Like I'm wearing like the freaking like Quest like green button-up long sleeve with this like rain jacket that I got on because it's freezing cold, and I have like a tote bag that I put over my shoulder with like the green gloves. So I'm greened out, you know. So green, they're gonna like think I bang grocery, you know. Like what happens is that I go to the guy's house to the front. And then I'm calling his phone through the burner phone, and I'm like, all right, I guess he's not gonna answer. So then I call him through my phone. Like 20 minutes pass, and he doesn't even answer. So I was like, great, you know, he's probably asleep. But then I'm like, he can't be, because then they send him the test. They should have told him. So I was like, all right, let me just call dispatch. So I call dispatch. They tell me like, yo, yeah, just give us a minute. Like we'll call him right now. They call me within like a minute, and they're like, all right, just go up there. He'll meet you, you know. I was like, okay. They told me the apartment, and it's one of those like weird things where it's like, it's like 2 apartments, or that was kind of one at one point, but I guess they split it down to half, and each of them have like different addresses, but the thing is they have like the same like number style, so it's like apartment 1 is like here, then 2's there, then 3's, you get me? Like that type of stuff. So then I was having trouble figuring out which one, like the left one or the right one where he was at. So then I go left, go up the stairs, knock on the door, and sure enough, in my head, I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it on the ground so when they open the door, they see it. But then I'm gonna step back maybe 6 feet just to kind of be more precautious. As soon as the fucking door opens, there's some guy that comes out, and this dumbass doesn't even have a mask on. So I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Now I know why you got COVID, you fucking pendejo.
Yeah.
Like, of course. So then, in my head, I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. I'm like, yo, COVID's, you know, right there. And he's kind of looking like he's going to take, like, a step towards me to, like, ask me, like, what? I was like, oh, sorry, whoa, sorry, you know. It's right there. Like, use that, you know. He's like, what? He's like, what is this for? He's like, oh, it's a COVID test kit. Like, you ordered it, no? He's like, oh, my brother, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, my brother? I'm like, okay, so you're telling me that this who lives here with you? And you're in the house with no mask on? Like, are you fucking stupid? Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
So then even worse, I'm like, man, fuck this shit. I'm like, you know what? Okay, so grab the test. I need you to use that right now, and I can take it to West Hills immediately, you know? And he's like, okay. So I go down the stairs, so I'm just gonna wait down there. I'm like, I'm not gonna be next to that door. Like, no fucking way, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe like 10 minutes pass or 15 minutes pass, because this guy doesn't know whether to like put it up his ear, nose, or ass. And then he finally hands it to me, and this guy's like, his brother comes out, dude. You can tell that poor guy was going through it, man. Like, homeboy had the suds, dude. That guy was like shivering. He's like, like, I'm like, no, just put it on the ground. Like, put it on the ground. I got it. Don't worry. I'll pick it up for you. He's like, so he puts it down, and then I go to grab it, and I have like my glove on, and I was like, how am I gonna pick this shit up? Do I just like scoop it in, or like? I was like, fuck, bro. How do I not spread the germs and shit? I'm like, fuck it, I'll go left-handed. I don't care about my left hand. So I put the thing in there and like pop it in there. I was like, all right, cool. So then I kind of started like power walking to the car to get there immediately.
Yeah.
So then I take off the gloves. And I was like all the sanitizer. So I'm like, okay, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And then from there, yeah, like the whole ride, I'm like, dude, like what if I get into a car crash and that shit like spills over some funny way,
Oh.
and then it just goes like, you know? I was like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
So the whole thing, like the whole time, I'm thinking of these stupid situations in my head that obviously never gonna happen. And yeah, as soon as I dropped it off, I told the guy there, I'm like, oh, you know, there's a COVID swab test, like just letting you know. I just want you to be like, you know, safe.
Yeah.
And that guy just like looked at me like he's been through some shit, man. Like that guy was in the Vietnam War, like 1,000 yards. So he's like, oh okay. He just grabbed it. I was like, oh shit. So then from there, like that was basically it. But like, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, I think this is gonna be a normal thing too at work. Like one of them told me like, yeah, you're gonna have to start doing this a lot more. And fuck, man, like,
It sucks.
people are fucking stupid, bro. Like, Jesus, man. I don't know, man. Especially with this whole COVID stuff. Even like
Yeah.
at Michael's. What time do you guys close? Oh, how come there's not too many people in there? I'm like, oh, you know, city's under lockdown. Nothing new. like what do you expect? Like Jesus.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Ryan? When you go into people, there's some people without masks.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't care.
He's like, fuck it. Fucking
I
too
am-
tough for that shit.
Dude, Ryan knocks him out. He clotheslines him.
Yeah.
I just have mine on.
I do Dex COVID in the face.
Yeah, dude.
I just have mine. I don't know.
Ryan's
The-
nostrils like a smoke of like muscles comes out and just punches the COVID in the air, dude.
The bus, like public transportation, is pretty scary. I've been taking.
Hell no.
I
I'm
took
not
it.
doing
I
that.
took it this week. 3 days. Fucking. All 3 days there was somebody without a mask.
It's scary enough without anything like
No,
without
yeah.
anything going on.
I wouldn't think about it until like I got on the bus and then like I was all normal and then I look up and then like there's like a dude fucking eating, like having a whole ass meal up there. Like what the fuck? And then on Wednesday I was waiting for the bus and there's this like something was wrong with the guy, right? And oh my god, Andy.
For the guys that go like this,
Yeah, okay, so the guy was wearing there was somebody like that at the store
and
too.
they're like, especially when they talk to you, they go, "Hey, excuse me."
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you had it on already. Are you stupid? Keep that shit on, dude. Like Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, there was like some dude like out of his mind and he was just I felt him staring at me and I had my plugs, my earbuds and everything and then I was like, yeah, I feel like this guy's trying to talk to me or something. So I walked to 2 bus stops before the one I was at. I was like, I don't want this guy to be following me. So then I get on the bus, right? And then he gets on after like 2 stops. I'm like, fuck, I hope he doesn't sit next to me. Sure enough, fucking seat right next to me. And I'm like, Jesus. Like, across the aisle. And then I was like, Jesus Christ. And he had a mask, but he had a hole in it. So his fucking lips were exposed and everything. He had his fucking cigarette on the bus too. And I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck's wrong with people, dude?
Dude, that guy thought you looked cute, dude.
Yeah.
Nah,
and then
dude, public-
sometimes coming in the night where like everybody's coming home from work, packed. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck. Like, I want to go home, but fuck. Yeah.
Damn,
It's
dude.
crazy.
Like,
I
public
don't even touch
transportation,
the bars or anything. Like fuck that shit.
it's not worth
I
it.
just like go like this and I grab onto like this. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too risky.
Yeah.
Especially like public transportation is just like even before COVID.
Yeah.
Back when I used to work in YS, I had to take the red line to like Union Square or Union Station, and I mean I had to take the orange line to the red line. The orange line was fine, no problem until like North Hollywood, but then once I had to
Yeah,
go
the red
downstairs to
line.
transfer,
I've been on it too. Yeah.
I came because I had to come like nicely dressed to go to the office.
Yeah.
So then I remember going in looking like I actually like was somebody important and stuff. And there was this like lady that I guess like some older lady, right? And she had on like a veil thing, like some white like the shit that like a grandma would put on top of the PS4 to like not get dust. You know?
Oh, yeah.
So she had one of those on like covered. And I swear to God, bro, she was speaking backwards or like some sort of Latin, you know? And like she's kind of like fucking Lord Sidious, like like this, right? She's like, "Oh, mama say, mama sa, mama kusa," like you know, that type of
Yeah.
shit. So I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And she starts looking at people, and I think she kind of like looked at me at one point, and then I don't know what she was telling me because I just put the headphones in, and I was like, la, 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 la.
Mhm.
Like I'm busy. But the second one, this shit never escapes my mind because it was probably one of the funniest moments I've ever like had that I couldn't laugh. This like this like this gentleman, right? This very tall, buff African American gentleman was in that the train, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention. All I saw was that like he was wearing pink out of the corner of my eye. So I was like, ah, yes, good for him, you know, like wearing pink, whatever. So I'm just on my phone and I'm kind of checking the paperwork because I had to do my timesheet stuff, and I was like, all right, cool. So then after a while, I was like, all right, everything looks in order. So I'm gonna go get my headphones on, and listen to music. And once I put it on, I look up, dude, and I see homeboys wearing a dress, like a pink, like Princess Daisy, like style dress, buff as hell, dude, diesel. Like that boy was built.
I've seen people like
And
that too.
I look up, dude, even more, and I see he has a blonde wig on. Not only does he have a blonde wig on, he has a fucking comb in his hand, and he's going.
What the hell?
So I was like, oh fuck no, like I'm about to get fucked, dude. Because like he was looking at people and he was actually talking to them. So I was like, oh shit, dude. I'm like, this guy's so fucking weird. I was like, Jesus. Like, what do I do? So then I think about it and I was like, I could just put on the Ray-Bans and hope to God that he thinks I'm asleep, dude.
Yeah.
So then when he wasn't looking, I was like. But no, eventually he like passed by me and he did talk to me. He's like, hey, how's it going?
Uh,
I was like, you know, you're taking the train, buddy. You know,
yeah.
it's going to work. You know, long day.
Damn.
He's like, oh yeah, it's good to hear that. Just like simple conversation, but then eventually he just like walked away, and I was like, he was a nice fella, a bit peculiar, but
Uh-huh.
nice fella. But yeah, dude, like public transportation, that's another thing too. Like
Mhm.
especially with this whole COVID stuff, I'm sure it's like tenfold that it's gotten
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah, it's so much worse. I never mind taking the bus, but
Mhm.
not anymore. Fuck that.
Hell no.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's sometimes nice because you get to talk to people. You know, sometimes they're really cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get like weirdos, but like even then, it's still fun to watch. But yeah, damn.
Dude, the Packtown buses are kind of scary. I've taken them
Really?
a couple times. Dude, it could be intense. Dude. Just walking down the street, honestly. Like
And
just,
Vacas? Is that bad?
I mean, like there's like you see like the tents and stuff, but like sometimes you'll just see like the guy, by like the DMV who's shirtless, who's like yelling at everything, and you're just walking by with your ice cream, and you're like, whatever. And like a bus drives by, and he's like he's about to jump in front of it, dude. He's like, and then the bus passes him, and he's like, and he's like, he starts like freaking out.
Not
and then, like,
today.
yeah, and I'm just trying to I'm just walking by with my Michoacana ice cream, dude. I'm chilling.
With the WWE popsicle, dude.
Yeah, it's just I'm trying to stay away from them, but like it's kind of tight on that sidewalk, so I'm just like, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an honor. This is the end of podcast number 4 for us. I mean, first and foremost, sorry for taking so long for getting back to you guys and dropping this 3rd episode.
Yeah.
But you know, once again, we're grateful if you guys are still listening. For past, present, and future viewers, we appreciate it, and hope to see you guys on episode 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is Big Boss, aka Andy, signing out, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Later, guys.
See you guys.
Later.